Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel IoT Frontier. Today I'll be showing you step-by-step tutorial on how to send DLMS energy meter data to the Timescale DB using Neuron's SQL client module. This video is a part of Neuron playlist. In the previous video we have seen what is Neuron. If you haven't watched it yet, click on the top right corner to watch it now. First of all, let us discuss what is DLMS. DLMS or Device Language Message Specification is a protocol that is used in electricity, water and gas meters globally. It is also known as IEC 62056. Its purpose is to facilitate information exchange between devices regardless of their brand or the communication technology they use. Now let's get into the tutorial. This tutorial is divided into three parts. First one is setting up the DLMS module with the Landis energy meter and creating the relevant tags. Second is the setting up the Timescale DB in the cloud. The third one is querying the data in the Timescale DB using pgadmin application. So stay tuned until the end of this video to get all the steps right. Now let's get started with the configuration in Neuron. So first log in into localhost 8003. Then you'll be greeted to the page and go to the config. Inside the config, you need to first create a module that is for DLMS. Once you have created, enter the DLMS module as a module type and click on save. So immediately you will be given this DLMS module. So you can click on this and go to the model and create a new channel. So I can provide this as a Landis. So now I need to provide the IP address, TCP port and other details of the device. So IP address I have copied and pasted here, and then the TCP port as the same one, remaining would be same. I need to create a device. So the model number that I have is ZMD410, and if I expand this, I need to provide the client address, physical device address and the name referencing. I use the short name and the client address is 16. The physical device address is nothing but the serial number plus 1000. The serial number is 4628. I need to add 1000 to it, so 5628. And the logical device address is 1, and the timestamp I can select local. Click on save. Once you have saved this, you can go back to the modules, expand DLMS and click on browser. Now under this select a client, select the Landis ZMD410 and click on rebrowse. So it will take 5 seconds and you should be able to see, you can expand and see the tags that you can be configured here. So I'll provide few tags here. The first one I'll use is clock, and I'll rename this later on. Next what I can do is go to register. I'll use L1 voltage. I'll go to the data and take the electricity ID 1. Now to make it easy, I'll try to rename them. So I can click on this and click on rename. Now we have renamed them and you can click on save. So once we have set these tags in the model, you can go to the real time and see the latest values that are coming from these tags. So electricity ID is giving the ID and the L1 voltage 234.54, and the quality of these values is also good, which means that we are getting the live data and the connection is properly established. The next step is to create an SQL client with Timescale DB. So we can go to the config and again click on modules, click on new module. So I'll put as SQL, and inside that you can select the module type as SQL module, then click on save. So here you can click on the SQL again and go to the model and create a new channel. I can give the name as Timescale, and here you need to select the connector type as timescale DB. So once you have selected timescale DB here, it will be asking you to provide the configuration like the host and port, etc. So for that, you need to first create a database and timescale DB. So to do that timescale DB configuration, we need to create timescale DB. We'll have to go to the timescale website. So this is a cloud timescale DB. So you can go to this website. I'll provide the link in the description and you can create an account. I have already created an account and I'll log in. So let's pause here and spend a minute on what is timescale DB and why it is used. Timescale DB is an open source database designed specifically for time series data. It's engineered on top of PostgreSQL and packaged as a PostgreSQL extension. Timescale DB makes SQL scalable for time series workloads, allowing efficient handling of large volumes of timestamp data. Timescale DB automatically partitions tables across time and space, optimizing data storage. In summary, Timescale DB combines the best of relational DB with timescale capabilities, making it a powerful choice for managing time-stamped data efficiently. So now let's set up the Timescale DB. As you know, I'm using the Timescale cloud instance, but you can also choose to install local instance as well. This cloud instance provides you 30 days free trial. So first you need to create an account if not available, and once you have created an account, you will be greeted like this where you have to verify your email address. Once you have done that, click on create service. So you can select the time series analytics and uncheck the use sample data and click on create service. So now you need to download this configuration. So once you download that configuration, the SQL will be downloaded. In that SQL, you will be having all the credentials. Now your service is ready. You can click on services. You can see your service is ready here. So you can see it has given the service name, service URL and everything that you need, right? So what you can do now is go back to your Neuron and here click on the configuration. You need to provide the connection string, so which starts with Postgres. So I'll go back here and copy this connection string and paste it here and click on apply. So once you have done that, it will automatically populate everything and you can click on save. Once that is done, click on the transactions where you need to create a history transaction. And these transactions are necessary to provide the data to the database. Now under the query, go to the options. Inside options, click on the script. So there will be a default script in which you need to just change a minor thing, that is instead of MySQL you need to provide timescale. So remaining all will be same, and this is the code that is handling how to build the query to send the historical data to the database. Click on save now, and once you have done that, you need to set a tag filter as well. So tag filter are used to select which tags from the tag model will be buffered by the historical transaction. It is mandatory to add a filter even when the whole model is going to be published. So that's why I need to add it. So now click on new tag filter path and you can leave it as it is by default and click on save. Also set the trigger. So click on trigger and create a new periodic trigger, and it will be doing the scan rate of 10,000 and you can leave it as it is and save. The third step that we need to do is open the pgadmin. So to download the pgadmin, you can browse to this website. I'll provide the link, and if you are using Windows, you can download this exe file and install. I have already done that. So once you have done that, you can go to the search for pgadmin and it will open the pgadmin for us. So under the servers, you need to create a server. So that is which is there in the cloud, right? So click on register and click on server. So you need to provide the name, the connection, everything. So I can provide the timescale cloud as a name, and the connection I need to provide the host name, everything, which I can find here. So this is the host name, and this is the port that we are using. The maintenance database is this one. The username, I'll click on save password so that I don't have to repeat it, and click on save. So immediately it got connected, and you can see it is getting updated. Now we need to get inside the databases. Inside TSDB, go to the schemas, public. Now under the tables you will be able to see history. So history, you can click on count rows, and after some time you can see 6. I can also query this. So what I can do is click on the scripts and click on select script. It will automatically generate a script for us, and you can just run, like execute the script. So you can see that the electricity ID, the value is coming, voltage, you can see the value, and whatever the values that we have seen are coming. Now after some time you can again click on count rows, and you can see 8. So if you run the execute script, additional 2 values would have been coming here. So this is how you can see the DLMS meter values onto the timescale DB using pgadmin. That's all for today's video. I hope this video has guided you on how to configure the DLMS client, create tags, and store them in timescale DB. If you have any questions, please post in the comment section below. Your support means a lot to us and helps us keep creating more content like this. So please subscribe to the channel and like this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another interesting video.